Elijah, lower that. All right. Let's see. What's up, y'all? Good morning. I'm working today, man. I'm getting caught up on a bunch of stuff here. Appreciate it. I might ask me if I'm balding that bad. Why am I wearing hats so often? I just don't be getting haircuts. I be working, bro. Like, believe it or not. Morning, guys. Good morning. Man, hey, I'm a stream all day. I'm streaming all day. So I think the format I'm doing now, so that I could actually work, still make content, all that stuff, is I'm just gonna stream all day, and Georgie is gonna clip stuff during my streams, make it into actual videos, is the goal here, and then we'll upload edited versions of certain topics. So let's see what's on my screen. I kind of wanted to start today with the news. But I think first, before we do that, let's look at the leaderboards here. If you're on Instagram, you're probably better off going to Bossio Live, which is this YouTube channel. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick. So this channel right here, there's like almost 10,000 subs. This is a channel if you want to see what I'm doing live. Hey, I appreciate that. That's love. Thank you. Hey, Lefty Cuts, congratulations. That's what's up. All right, so anyways, this is the leaderboard for the previous month. And these are the 5 that I'm going to interview. You got David Peters, who made 16,000 last month. Alec, who made 17,000. Jay, who made almost 18,000 last month. Christian made 21,000, almost 22. And Anthony Mariano made 22,000. And there were quite a few that didn't do anything, didn't actually use the Barber form. Because I know there was a bunch that, were in this vicinity. Look at Luke at 16K. What the hell, Luke? Okay, my boy. Look at Taylor at almost 15. JL, he works at our Sun Lake location. I got barbers that leave for better opportunities because they don't want to put in the work. And look at this. This guy, he just moved here last year. What are we talking about? All right, so, and this guy, Todd, where is he? Todd down here at 11K. He lives in a small town, less than 10,000 people. Less than 10,000 people. He made 11K last month. And then where is Miniweather? 16K. You didn't make the top 5, bro. Damn, missed it by $50. We'll see you next month though, Miniweather. That's crazy. All right, Lee listening. Barber Lee listening. All right. This is single barbers 1 month. Single barbers 1 month, guys. This is not a barber shop. They can only, for income, if you guys know the sheet, for income, you can only put service revenues, tips, number of customers. There's no booth rent. There's no random income here. Okay, you can only put this in here, and then you'll have your monthly KPIs. You'll be able to see your all-time KPIs. You'll be able to see your top 10 clients, your top 10 references, where you're getting all your stuff. This is really cool. Check out the charts. Somebody said how. Bro, join the mentorships. Invest in yourself. Spend $120. You'll find out how these guys are doing it. So this is cool. If you're on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see the entire thing. But like, this is people's KPIs. They're able to see, a bunch of stuff here. If you scroll down, what's going on here? All right, I'm in my account. I'm not in an actual account, but let me see if I choose somebody. Let's go with this one. All right, so if I chose that person, you can see this person's at 1,000 for January 2024. We'll see his numbers for January. No, this is for everybody, actually. But let me choose an actual person. So let's go here. And you guys can see this is actually Jordan. So you can't see it if you're on Instagram. I'll try to show it. There you go. If you're on Instagram now, you can see it. So Jordan made $208,000 for the year. He did it with $164K in service revenues, $43,000 in tips. Shout out to his clients who are tipping him. And then product revenue was $578. Could you have done better than that? Probably. And then you can see his months, all his months. You can see his average revenue by customer, whether that's new. So 50% of his revenue came from new customers. Okay. The other 50% came from returning. We need to make this more returning. All right. So actually, I lied. That's the customer type. But if you see here, most of his revenue came from returning customers. 185K came from returning customers. Jordan can probably raise his prices and barely lose a client. So anyway, shout out to the guys who won the leaderboard. What was it? The leaderboards, that was Anthony Mariano, Christian Contreras, Jay, Alec, David. Shout out to those 5. We're going to be doing a podcast episode with each of these 5 people and just ask them about their journey. Get some crazy insight here. Should be a lot of fun. All right. Nonetheless, so that's it for leaderboards here. And actually, I should probably make a post about it. Make a cool post. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a cool post about it on Canva. Knock that out. What up, Jason? I don't do it, bro. I mean, you guys should learn some things from COVID. Wearing gloves is a lot of times worse than just cleaning your hands and not wearing gloves. If you learn anything from COVID, right? Not just that, but you can't grab the hair when you're doing scissor cuts and stuff. At least it's difficult for me to do it. Oh, shoot. All right. Nonetheless, let's continue here. Make a cool post. Oh my gosh. It's not enough. All right. All right, so this is how I use Canva for this stuff. Make it real easy. I'm gonna put 1,500 barbers compete. And put hundreds over. No, I'm just gonna put 1,000 barbers compete in the 6 FB Barber games. Let's see who finished December with the highest revenues for the month. Who finished December with the highest revenues and win a guest spot on my new 6FB podcast. In the I think nice and simple, white background. What do y'all think? It's not enough. Okay, I think that works. And then we'll add a page. Upload files. Could these results be done in a private suite? Yeah. So to give you an idea, in here, who's in a private suite? Is Anthony? I think Anthony might be in a private. I think the top winner might be in a private suite. No. Shit, Anthony, I'm sorry, bro. If you're on here, are you in a suite? I know for sure David is in a suite and Manyweather is in a suite. So these two right here that cleared 16,000, they're both in suites. Both of these guys. So yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I mean we have people in salons doing the program that are crushing it. Speaking of that, I gotta hit up my guys. Where's leadership chat? Look at this, guys. People be like, yo, you don't ever answer my DMs. What the heck, bro? This is my WhatsApp of stuff I gotta catch up on. Of employees and team members. I mean, let me show you my DMs, my iMessage, my emails. I'm working, guys, and I'm sorry. It's just it is what it is. Like there's an opportunity cost with everything you prioritize, and it is what it is. So I hope y'all can understand that. All right, so next page. It's not enough. Why aren't there commas in the leaderboards? I need to make that clear that we need commas. So let's relay that message. All right. I hate how that looks, but maybe he can get it done before I drop this. Only service revenues, only service revenues by individual barbers for the month. Will be counted. All right, that's terribly written, so I like to use ChatGPT to clean that up. I don't know how to spell, guys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know about you guys if y'all can relate, but I don't spell that well. How do you add walk-ins to tracking? You just gotta ask their name. Like I ask everybody's name, and I put a name in for them, and they're a new customer. Can you polish this? More concise. Perfect. Nice, short, sweet, I think. And then I think what I'm gonna do here is put their pictures. Let's see if I can find their pictures. So members, look, I gotta answer all these messages too. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifice. That's for sure. All right. Who'd I say first? Anthony. Where's Anthony Mariano? There's my dog. There's Anthony. So I think I'm just going to take these screenshots as part of the art here. And then I'll tag them on Instagram. It's not enough. All right, next person is Christian Contreras. Come on. Don't tell me you're not on here, bro. Damn, Christian. You're killing me. No, he's here. Oh, look who's here. What's up, bro? Christian the Barber. He's a killer, bro. Dope to see him on here. Winning. Alright, next we have Jay. You guys can't really see on IG. So I'm gonna do that to help y'all see it a little bit better. There's Jay. Jay got his logo up there. Alright, next up we got Alec. Let's see what picture Alec got. Yo, y'all gonna be at EWP? Who's going to EWP, man? What the heck, man? What the heck, man? Go to EWP, bro. EWP is gonna be fire, bro. It's gonna be a great event. And then last but not least, David. There you go, David. Alrighty. What's up, Donnie? What up, Ray? Barbershop culture building. Man, we're terrible at that ourselves, bro. That's probably the weakest point for headlines is every shop has its own culture. We don't have like a headlines brand culture. And what ends up happening is a lot of guys don't fit in their individual culture, and we try to facilitate and move people around to a culture they'll fit in, but sometimes people can't find their place and they end up leaving, going to another shop. And honestly, but I'll be honest, if you can't make it at headlines, you're gonna struggle everywhere you go. That's an individual leadership issue, not necessarily the shop. I think a lot of times. So I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I could be you know. I could be dead wrong, dude. Dead wrong, dude. No, that's not it. Sorry, guys. This one I'm doing. I'm just building this out. No. Soon I'm gonna be outsourcing this. All right. So how should I? Now I want to do top 6 because I don't like the way that looks. All right. So it was Anthony, Christian, Jay, Alec, David. Okay. Anthony, Christian. Was it Alec? No. Jay. Let me double check. Yeah, Jay, Alec, Christian. Okay. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. What do I think about shops that charge more for appointments? I think that's the dumbest thing ever. Probably the stupidest strategy I've ever heard in my life. All right. Yo, can we leave the QR code and walk-in sign on the windows at channel side or put them on the door? I think that's fine to leave it on the window, bro. Show me what it looks like. Send it over, and I can show it on here too. If I move from Tennessee to Florida, will you let me work in one of your shops? Dre, you want to answer Larry's question? It's not enough. Damn it. Keep trying to tell y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all. That is not enough. Yo, y'all not going to EWP? The hell's wrong with you guys? It's gonna be lit. Let me show y'all. Let's look at that. Let's look at the JW Marriott. So this is the venue it's gonna be at. Sheesh. That's the venue. Beautiful, gorgeous venue. I live in this area too. So it's walking distance from where I live. Beautiful venue, beautiful hotel. And then the after party is going to be at American Social. Literally, it's very similar to what we did last year, or not last year, the last EWP. So we'll have our own private space at American Social. This is pretty much the room here. Dude, I don't need all this data right now, dude. All these plugins working right now. Please, dude. Why won't this remove itself? All right, nonetheless. All right, this is American Social. So this will be where the networking after party will be, overlooking the water. There's like yachts and shit. Like look at the backyard here. Very pretty space. Bruh. I specifically asked for a specific picture. Alright, never mind. To me, charging more for appointments is like me charging you to enter your email into my email list. Like, I want that data. I want my books filled with appointments because I want demand to show, because demand allows me to raise my prices. If I put friction in front of appointments, how can I prove statistically with data that I'm in demand, that I'm booked out, right? And then I like stability. Appointments equals stability. I used to be able to look at my week. On Friday, I'd be able to look at next week and see what I'm gonna make next week. And I like that. Why would I want to put friction in front of that? Not just that, but people are trying to extract more profits in the short term. In the long term, I'll be able to raise my prices on everyone by getting in demand. I don't see any advantage whatsoever. Todd, what up, bro? All right, where was I at? I was working on this. Can I? No, I'll do it. I'll do it for each one. Edit. It's not enough. This is. I feel like putting glow gives it like a more premium look. You know. What y'all think? That looks pretty good. And then I'll tag. Anthony got the new DJI Osmo combo creator. Congrats to all the winners. I want to do like an even crazier one, but I don't know. This one didn't. I thought more people would compete. I thought there'd be more excitement. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll do another one of these. Maybe we will. But then again, maybe we won't. Congrats to all the winners. All right, I'll download those. I think that's done. We will post it on school and on IG. All right, and so this is what we're doing here. Wait. Barber games winners. All right, so that'll save. Let me show y'all this. So this is the front of our newest location. Whoops. Okay, Joe, you say? There it is. Hey. All right, so this is our newest location opening in headlines. So you're saying just keep this and this, the background you're removing? Are we putting the background on the top here? Can we do that? I still like that Tampa logo in the background here. And then you're saying just leave this and this here with the clear window. Is that what you're saying, Dre? Déjame saber. Actually, I'm gonna give the team Did you ever create that marketing chat, Dre? Let me see where we at. Nah, the sun's not gonna be a problem, Jason. And it's in downtown. That's why we want to leave the windows clear, because we want people to be able to look inside and all that. There's a lot of walkability, a lot of people, a lot of cars going by. So usually we'll do the vinyls that still let in light and you can still see through. You know what I mean? But because it helps with the sun a bit. But we don't need to do that in that particular space. So Yes, you did do it. All right. So, actually, is my course good to build more clients? You got to build clients to make more money. You can't make more money without building clients. So now I'm just chatting with the guys to get this content sent over. So we'll get these posted. Dre's in the meeting. Okay. Thank you, Ray. Boom. Ray, you want to join my live? Hey, let's go, Ty. Ty says he's locked in for EWP. Hey. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see everybody. That whole weekend. Probably going to do a surprise like a mastermind the next morning. Let me reword this. Actually, I'm gonna reword this. You got a good point, Dre. Polish this to emphasize the number one winner gets the DJI Osmo combo, creator combo. And top 5 get guest spot. Alright, so let me make that edit here. That does look better. I think that looks better. Damn. Let's go shorten to be more concise. Let's try this again. Damn. Shorter. Ralph, yeah, just build yourself focus on your own website, your own funnel. You know, as you become the busiest barber in that shop, people will start listening. People will start listening. Corona, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but you guys will hear all about it, especially if you're in our free school. If you're in our paid school, you'll hear about it. But if you're in our free school, like if you look in our free school, we have like if you go to the classroom, we have different things here. We have a mini course, tracking sheet here, how to get faster, tutorials, quite a bit of stuff here. You guys can't see if you're watching on Instagram, but we'll add podcasts down here, and we'll post the podcast episodes here, and you'll get emails and stuff whenever anything drops. You also see like a calendar here that we need to start putting stuff in. Why isn't EWP on here? Let's fix that. Actually, let me see if I can get the guys to do it. Scheduled in the free school and 6FB calendar, please. Okay. So EWP will be on here. Let's see. Rob, brand spanking new barber life. Okay, cool. Student mindset, positive views. Perfect. If people try to get in here, they got like a weird email. They don't have no picture. I don't approve it. We not going to recreate what Facebook became. Hijacked by toxicity. All right, cool. All right, so let me download that one, JPEG. How do you go to barber license ASAP? I don't know. Depends on your state. Depends on your state. Isn't this thing $700 something, Dre? This ain't $500. All right. Oh yeah, I want to see what's going on in the news today. World is crazy, bro. The world is Going crazy.
Let's get to our ongoing coverage of the devastating wildfires in Los Angeles. At least 10 people we know have now died, and it's all because of at least 6
Wow.
fires that are continuing to spread across Southern California. Now, officials say they do expect that death toll to go up as they start to look through all of the homes. Have to think
So
it's still very
sad,
dangerous
bro.
to get inside some of these areas right now. The structures are very fragile. So let's give you a live look now. This is from the Eaton fire. It's burned through thousands of acres. It's destroyed at least 1,000 structures. You don't see any glow right now from the flames at this point, but what you can see is that haze and the smoke that is sitting over the city. More than 800 firefighting personnel with the help of fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters, they're all trying to put these fires out. And this morning, 12 News anchor Troy Hayden is live for us inside. Well, he's actually at the Santa Monica area here where you've been speaking with a lot of people who've been impacted by this.
Yeah, Troy, we've been seeing all of the images, the video, the fire, and then the destruction, but being there, what is it really like?
Yeah, it's very intense, to be honest with you. Good to be with you this morning. We're getting ready to head out to that Eaton fire where you just showed those live pictures. Still 0% containment now. And again, the death toll rising from 7 to 10 overnight. And if it stays at 10, they'd be very fortunate here. We spent the day yesterday in Pacific Palisades. And if you're not familiar with it, it's a beautiful community. It's built right along the shores of the Pacific Ocean. Beautiful downtown, tree-lined streets with beautiful homes, and it's gone. I mean, the grocery store is gone, the bank is gone, and the fact that so many people did not get evacuation notices, you know, the people we talked to, as a matter of fact, none of them got evacuation notices. They looked up and saw the smoke, they saw the flames coming over, and they got themselves out. So let's start with showing you what we saw yesterday. When people say it looks like a bomb went off in Pacific Palisades, you can see what they're talking about here. I have covered a number of urban wildfires over the course of my career, and I don't know if I've ever seen devastation this complete. You can see everything that's not stone or metal has basically disintegrated, been incinerated by the heat of this fire. We walked around and got a look at a bit of the neighborhood earlier today. One thing we do see just outside of Pacific Palisades is this: a long line of cars, worried residents wanting to check on their homes, to get back into the Palisades to see if their homes are still standing, get past this area here. Unfortunately, for most of them, depending on where they live, the news is not going to be good.
The Ralphs is gone, the Gelsons is gone, the library's gone. You know, 2/3 of the town is gone, and every other home has been destroyed.
And maybe the toughest thing you see here, residents who have been able to come back to their homes, and they're sifting through them trying to find anything they can, anything of value that may have survived these fires. One of the big dangers here in this devastated Palisades neighborhood, power lines. You can see this one is just dangling, and it's not just the lines themselves, it's the power poles. We're going to stay back a bit, but if you look closely at the bottom, you can see it's charged. They think possibly because it's so charred down there and burned, it has been weakened, and these poles could topple over. One of the things we heard a lot was there was a lack of water pressure up in this area when the fire was raging, and you can see this looks to be a water softener that's still leaking water, and you have to imagine dozens, maybe hundreds of leaks like this all throughout this neighborhood contributing to that low water pressure. And you can really see the heat of the fire that came through here. Believe it or not, this is a Tesla, or was a Tesla. Anything that's not metal has just been vaporized. Even the rubber on the tires completely gone. All the cloth on the seats. So this fire moved here with ferocity.
All the cloth in the seats. News people be duh.
So, I mean, those are the things, right, that we were looking at. One of the most poignant moments of our reporting last night, we were getting ready to do a live shot for one of our shows, and so I was kind of concentrating on what I was going to say, and all of a sudden I hear these screams. I was like, what is happening? And it was a woman walking up to our location. Now, most of the residents have been kept out. Few of them are able to get back in, and this woman was, and she was saying, my home, I wanted to die here, you know, and now it's gone. It was burned to the ground, and, you know, she was an older woman, so you wonder, you know, how, when you talk about rebuilding, it's one thing to rebuild one house, but how do you rebuild 10,000 houses. What is that effort going to be? How long is it going to take? Where are these people going to go in the meantime? This is not a 5-month process or a 6-month process. So a lot for Southern California to process here as they go through. So again, we're heading out to the east now to the Eaton fire. There's an Arizona task force there working that fire line, and we're going to try to hook up with them later on today. Back to you guys.
Question as we look at what's ahead today, I know that winds are just the biggest factor here, and they are expected to be back up, whipping again around that 50 to 60 mile per hour range. How does it feel right now? How's the smoke in the air?
Yeah, the smoke is rough, I'll be honest with you. You see a lot of reporters wearing masks. It's hard for me to report in a mask, but it wasn't as bad as it was maybe 2 days ago. We got very fortunate yesterday with the winds. They were very calm where we were. We were right along the coast all day yesterday. Didn't really feel much wind, but yes, as you said, they are expected to have these gusts again. And if that happens, I mean, with 0% containment,
Yeah.
and you know how LA is, it's not like Phoenix. In Phoenix, you drive past Camelback Mountain, and it's a big, beautiful mountain, but it's mostly rock. There's a couple of shrubs on it here and there. These hillsides in California are covered in brush
Fuel.
and trees, and they're tinder dry. They haven't gotten rain. It's been as long for them, to get rain as it was us. So everything is dry here, and it just takes one cigarette butt. It takes one spark from a welder or something to touch off these fires. And by the way, one of the fires yesterday that started near Calabasas, made famous by the Kardashians, they've arrested somebody for arson in that. So not only do you have these natural conditions, you got people out here trying to start fires.
Right. I mean, and that's something that we talk a lot about with our own wildfires here in Arizona. A lot of them are human caused, but not all of them. And so at this point, getting to exactly what caused these fires, I mean, that's going to take some time and investigating. And Troy, lastly, I want to ask you, I know where you're staying. You talked a little bit to us about half of that area is filled with evacuees. I mean, what kind of stories are you hearing around the lobby?
Yeah, it was strange because we came in and checked into the hotel, and I looked around, and it's a nice hotel, and I noticed there are a bunch of people that
Honestly, bro, the news is doing a terrible job of covering this. I don't know if you guys know DL Master Barber. Man, OG in the industry. This is like the first serious thing that I caught. I'm like, whoa. When I watched this, that's when I realized, whoa, wait a second. This is a lot worse than I feel like the news is even telling us.
What's up, this Deal Master Barber, and the whole city is on fire. And when I mean the whole city, it's like a bomb hit the place. On my street, at least 60% of the houses are on fire. The cleaners, the brake shop, businesses are on fire. The back of my building, burnt to the ground. Through the blood of Jesus right now, the building is still intact, but then there's a fire next door. So we just praying. I ask you guys to continue to pray for me. Pray for everybody in Altadena, Pasadena, Burbank,
so
all of those
sad.
areas, because this is really bad. I want to show you something right here. So as you can see, this is smoky. This car burnt right where it sat. Like I said, it's like a bomb that hit this place. We barely got out. Luckily, thank you, DWP. They actually helped me get through, because on most of the streets, the power lines are down. And because the power lines are down, you cannot go over them. So one of the guys from DWP seen us at the barbershop, and they actually ushered us through. So I'm just letting you guys know it is really, really bad here.
So this is the first, this is damn, this is bad.
Now I can breathe.
And honestly, you see the emotion in DL here, bro. Like, you could tell he's prayers, man.
About
You don't wish this on nobody, man. This is sad, bro.
I don't really have words at this particular point right now. I just don't.
And even this doesn't really share how crazy This fire ended up being. Let me show you guys what I mean. Like I was just watching like ride-alongs. Like there was one I was watching earlier that was insane.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream today. And we're going to talk about these mass fires, the largest wildfire in US history in California.
I don't really want to talk to you. California wildfires. There's a particular look at
Sadly,
this, bro.
10 people have now died as the fires continue to burn in LA County. Take a look. I want to show you the map. It shows the major fires
Now there's
burning
a new one,
as we speak.
a new fire.
Entire neighborhoods have been destroyed.
Altogether, the fires have burned more than 35,000 acres, destroyed more than 10,000 structures.
And it's getting worse.
For water
Look at
supply
this.
and more firefighting equipment, including equipment from
The ghostly ruins, many people are returning. Black smoke and footprints and empty shells of what used to be people's homes and businesses. We're getting our first look at this dramatic inside view of someone's Ring security camera recording their property being consumed by flames from the Palisades
You're watching
fire.
your livelihood, your life's work.
Authorities are
is
now
burned
bringing
down.
in cadaver dogs, saying they don't know the
Look at that. Look at the entire city. This is one that I watched that was just insane.
Really strong smoke.
This-
Oh my
look at
God.
this.
Oh my God.
House after
This
house
house recently caught on fire.
after house.
I mean, it's over. Jesus Christ, man. Feeling
Look
of
at that. Another
lawlessness
one.
is like, it cannot be
1, 2,
overstated.
3 houses burned down. And then they're not covered. And these houses are worth millions. And the houses are not covered. And it's not like these are millionaires that own houses worth millions. You guys know California, bro. Like people who bought a house 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, their house went from $500,000 to $2 million in the course of 20 years. The house isn't covered. Their entire nest egg is in this house, and it's gone. Gone. I don't think some people
How dangerous it
understand.
feels being out here right now.
And
but
it's
I mean,
not
the
covered by
reality is
insurance.
there's not much happening. No one's really, there's not much anyone can do about any of this. People are just
Look at this
kinda
house after
hovering
house
around.
after house.
looks like they're all ready to go if they need to, but it's not like the wind is not creating a factor of like you need to get out of here.
Look at this, bro. Entire neighborhoods, bro.
Crazy.
And you know, over the years, people have mentioned it's gonna get worse, but you don't know it's gonna be this bad. If you knew it was gonna be this bad, people would have voted accordingly. People would have expressed themselves to where their tax dollars should be going, right? I don't think the people understood. Now it's too late. They understand now, but it's too late. Everything's gone. Oh man, I mean. Look, it's just things. At the end of the day, it's just things. But I can see where people, there's going to be people who can't get out of this. That, you know, they'll never be the same again. Because not everybody's built the same, right? But I just pray people understand that these are, at the end of the day, just things. As long as you're alive and your family's healthy and all this could be rebuilt, you know. And I think that I hope the country comes together and really pours into to LA, bro. 'Cause this is sad, bro.
I don't know what to say, folks. This is a pretty raw look at what's going on right now. This is a state of emergency in Los Angeles County. This is how it looks. Every car that comes by is full of people, and it's hard to tell if they're like casing stuff out or if they're trying to leave. It really could be either one. All right, we're gonna get out of this neighborhood. We've been here for a minute. I mean,
Look at this.
this looks like it could be the National Guard. I don't know. Or
And shout out to this guy, John Hicks, man. He He's on his e-bike. I like e-bikes a lot. Matter of fact, there's an e-bike shop downstairs. I might go buy something, make a video out of it.
Some type of undercover, something.
Write it off.
Sheriff. We're gonna be careful going through here too much. It's a full-blown disaster zone. There's still trees burning. There's a big fire over there in the distance. I mean, this seems impossible to get under control even at this moment. It is just every block is just more destruction.
Every house
it's like
is
we were
burnt
attacked.
down.
It's like US was attacked. That's kind of how it feels.
It looks like a bomb, like a nuke.
Destroyed houses. This is where we got to start being careful in this area. If we get stuck out here, it's going to be really hard to get back.
Look at this, bro.
Lots of leveled houses, man.
The whole
beautiful
damn
homes.
block.
I'm sure. Extremely beautiful homes, just leveled.
You know, I live in Florida, and we got destroyed. Historical flooding in Tampa not too long ago. So I understand state of emergency, people losing everything, but this is next level. This is worse than what we saw, bro. Here in Tampa with the flooding. This is just unbelievable.
Old folks probably left and came back. Fire everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, there's still things burning.
Look. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think the news is covering this as good as I like. Because when I was seeing it on the news and stuff, yeah, it's bad. But YouTubers like DL making that post, and then, you know, that inspired me to go actually look into it. Like, this is
more
awful.
Fires here, 3 down here. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, folks. I'm trying to like give you this through my own 2 eyes, and I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing. There's so much destruction. There's so much.
Look.
Like, there is so
Every
much.
house.
Jesus Christ. We got a big truck coming right at us.
People's barbershops. Look, you know, I asked in my school community, you know, if anybody's been affected. And there's people who are really close, but they haven't been affected like that. Now he's going to go into, like, plazas in the town and stuff.
Good God.
Oh,
Try and keep an eye on what's going on to the right.
Even worse. This is even worse than the neighborhoods.
That's another gas line. Jesus Christ, man. This is horrifying. All right, we got to get out of this area. We're going to make our exit now. We're going to...
You know, something I hate, too, that's going on is people politicizing this. Like, don't get me wrong. I go to L.A. pretty often, San Francisco pretty often. And the government's they're doing a shit job with the American people's tax dollars, with the California residents' tax dollars. But this is the wrong time to politicize. You know, this is... Could there have been preventative measures done in the past? Sure. That ain't gonna fix this, bro. And ultimately, I don't give a damn about the preventative measures that could have been done right now. People's lives, bro. Like, I saw this. There was a Biden spoke about this. He's there visiting, and this man, I know he's gone, bro. I know he's gone, and praying for him and his family and all that, but. Why did the news clip that? They clipped a part where obviously Biden's not all there. They clipped the part where he's, you know, Gavin Newsom, the governor here, is talking about the tragedy here, bro. Like, this is terrible. And Biden's like, on a bright note, I just had just got a new grandchild, and my family's good.
We're gonna hit a left and go out. True state of emergency out here, man. Just a complete disaster.
Baby, what up, bro? Oh my god. It's worse.
Christ. I'm speechless.
It's worse. The whole city.
Oh my god.
That's somebody's, you know, med spa or whatever. People's salons, people's barbershops, people's businesses in general. Oh man. Look at this. Look at that.
You can feel the heat from that.
Look at that, bro.
What's that?
Around here?
No.
Crazy, right?
I just did a full ride through the neighborhood. Every single street I went down, destruction.
It's like a war zone. It's like, it's surreal. You can't even explain it.
You really can't. I've never seen anything like it.
And it's a phenomenon.
It's pretty, you really can't explain it. That's the best way to put it.
Local bar. I used to drink right here.
Really?
Nacho.
Yeah.
My friend lived right down the street there. I hike, that's my hiking area. It's like all like a nightmare.
You know, are these people going to leave? Are they going to rebuild? Will these towns ever be the same?
Man, unbelievable.
Look.
You know, how long is it going to take to rebuild this? And how many more lives have been lost? It doubled. It went from 5 to 10. Oh, this is so sad.
No firemen. That tree caught on fire.
And apparently this morning we're looking at the news and there's 0% containment. They still haven't even gotten control of this.
And it put itself out. There's no firemen around. It's like they just have to let things burn. There's not enough manpower.
Yeah.
What is that coming up? What's that shiny? Is that the moon coming over the river?
Oh my god, that power line's gonna explode. You know, are there
What is that shiny thing?
Oh, that does look like the moon. Yeah. What's your name, man?
Art.
Art? I'm Hicks.
Hicks?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
This guy's a hairstylist. Look
Look like the moon. Yeah. What's your name, man?
These are shears. So I don't know if that company's still around, but you used to be able to go to Barber Expos and buy these bracelets that were made out of old shears and bent into bracelets. And I think that's what that is, if I'm not mistaken. So he's a hairstylist, I believe.
Art.
Man.
Art? I'm Hicks.
Hicks?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Be safe, brother.
Ride safe.
Thank you. Could all smoke that way, too.
It's just insane, bro. It's just insane.
All right, we're taking off. Fox 11 News right here. Whatever that is, it does not sound good. This is absolutely the most wild shit I've ever seen in my life. Without a doubt. Still very windy out here. More burning. I mean, don't know what to say, folks. Absolute travesty. Burning everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, there's burning.
Look at that, bro.
This city has been leveled.
Nah, this is unlike anything I've ever seen, bro. Has Alaska ever seen something like this? Snow. His YouTube channel is John Hicks. If you're on IG, let me see if you guys can see it here. There it is. John Hicks. That's his YouTube channel. If y'all want to go. This is probably the best footage I've seen of what's really going on, boots on the ground.
Like it got bombed.
It's so much worse. It's weird saying it because usually the news exaggerates, but this is so much worse than I thought, man. Jeezy, what's up, man? It's good seeing you, bro. How man, are you affected by this at all? I know you're up north, but do you have family or anything like that affected by this? So freaking sad, bro.
It's the only way I can put it.
It
Best decision I
literally
made
looks
today?
like an apocalypse. You know, I almost visualize, you know, not to get too religious on you guys, but I almost visualize, you know, the crazy fires in Egypt and you know, is this a sign?
Wearing masks and my goggles.
Crazy.
So much stuff in the air. Just look at that, man. Stuff burning everywhere. Everything's on fire. Everything. Cannot understate this. Everything is on fire.
Bro, the whole city's wiped out. And this is not middle of nowhere, Montana. This is LA, bro.
Holy Mother of God, man. Holy Mother of God. Jeez. Let's take a second to just look this way, man. We're kind of out of the... There was a huge boom that just went off in the distance. Look at how far back the destruction goes. Another huge boom. Something is genuinely exploding in the distance, man. It's got to be gas related. That's why I see whenever I see the one of the gas lines, just get away from that. Down power lines, get away from that. Another boom. You guys hearing the booms in the camera? Jeez, dude.
You know, if you're a barber and you're affected by this, I don't know what kind of, maybe business insurance. If you have business insurance, we tell barbers all the time, man, if you're an independent contractor, you should have some type of business, some liability insurance, some type of business insurance just to cover things in case the barbershop gets on, you know, lights on fire, the barbershop gets robbed, a hurricane floods it. You should have some type of insurance to protect your business. And I'm hoping, you know, there's, oh man, I just can't imagine, bro. And, you know, thank God I haven't seen any, you know, in our Discord, you know, I haven't seen anything on our Discord or anything like that pertaining to people in the 6FB community affected by this. But
we'll never forget this for the rest of my life. I swear to God. This video today is going to be one of a video that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. I just can't believe the things I'm seeing out here. It's at
35,000 acres. 35,000 acres.
I just am in shock.
Have you been up? How far up have you been?
I went up to Altadena, went that way, came back this way. I mean, the most shocking stuff is on this street.
On this street?
Yeah, going up that way.
Okay, that's
damn, Cobra.
You kind of have to
go around. Yeah. Okay.
Praise to you, man.
Right. Are you on Instagram or TikTok?
No, I don't have that, but I have YouTube. It's HIX on YouTube.
HIX?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care. Be safe. All right, we're out of here. Endless destruction in every single direction. Fires. My adrenaline is through the roof right now for no reason. I mean, it's kind of it's a crazy scene to be in, but there's not, you know, everyone's just kind of very chill. Everyone's very chill. Kind of walking around.
Yeah, Shelly, I was just mentioning that earlier. The insurance companies, a couple days before the fire started going, was first reported, they started canceling people's fire insurance out of nowhere. How is that not weird? How do California residents just allow this? You know, like, I see so many California residents loud as hell about so many policies and so many ideas. But the stuff that affects them the most, where their tax dollars are going, I don't hear anything. And I'm so sad that this happened. you know, but like I'm also praying that California residents will stand up for themselves and ask for better representation of their tax dollars, because this could have been prevented. And again, I don't want to politicize this stuff, but you know, we've been hearing about the wildfires for years and the preventative measures that aren't being done for years. And this was the bomb that people were warning of that was going to happen if something didn't get done. And California residents obviously did not vote with this being a priority. And I understand that people are going to prioritize things that they care about the most. It's just sad that there's things that people care about that affect a very, 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 very microscopic percentage of California residents. And then things like this that will literally wipe out an entire city. It's just sad, bro. USA is not a big scam, bro. I went to Washington, D.C., and I'm telling you right now, USA is not a big scam. We got to stop saying stupid shit like that. No offense to you, bro. But the principles on what this place is built for, it's the people that create what the USA is. And obviously, if you think it's a scam, do something about it. Because you can. They did the same last year when there was a huge fire in the county I live in. The USA is the best country in the world, and I'm convinced more than ever after visiting D.C.
This is going to be our last street.
Look at this, bro.
Still more burning. Active fires right here. This guy's...
You know, I will say though, like when things like this happen, you know, you look at world wars, you look at tragedies that happen all the time. It brings people together. After the hurricane here, the hurricanes that hit Tampa, we had 100-year historical flooding. People lost everything. And the way the city came together, bro, forget how you identify, what politics you're into, whatever. People came together, and I think ultimately, you know, American people will come together here. This is crazy, though.
House looks like it just started burning. It's over, man. It's all over. I'm gonna be 100% honest. The news coverage did not prepare me for what I saw today.
That's what I said. That's what I've been saying. The news exaggerates everything. I
was not prepared for the level of chaos and destruction.
And I hate to say it, but are they not exaggerating this because they're trying to protect certain decision makers, certain ideas?
That actually happened out here, and it's just ongoing. It's ongoing. Like, this is going to get worse again tonight because the winds are supposed to pick back up.
Yeah, but it's not America. It's not the USA. It's just like most countries. You put certain people in power, you vote a certain way, and shit gets weird. But at the same time, this is the one country that we have the power of doing something about it. Try doing something about not Fidel Castro, but the communist government in Cuba. Try being a citizen in Cuba and doing something about it. Talking about things like this. Try talking about stuff like this and talking about the politicians who are responsible for this in public, in Russia, in China, in Canada, in the UK. Bro, you get locked up.
Firefighters are spread thin. Half of them are on one side of LA County. The other half are on this side. Look at that, man. I heard things explode, and I do not want to be around for an explosion.
Look at this, bro.
Keeping an eye out for the power lines. The street looks pretty wild too. Oh, that house is smoking. Big smoke coming out of that house. Y'all see that? It's white smoke, so they got it under control, but down power lines right here. Just gonna turn it around. There's not much else for us to see on this street. We'll go back up this way just a tad bit. Lots of people out walking around, lots of people shooting photos. Lots of down power lines. Most people aren't even paying attention to those. That's what I'm mainly looking at.
It just doesn't stop.
It's completely insane, man. Completely insane. Oh, this guy's at the 911 GT3. That's a turbo. Damn. Parked in the war zone. And on the other side of the street, fires. Same side of the street. Fires. One of the things that really stands out to me is the individual cars that are all like parked in the middle of the street and just burnt. Oh, the smell here is insane. It's like a gas, it smells like gas. Really trying not to sniff. Picked the right bike for the job today, man. This thing, it's my most reliable bike. All my bikes are reliable, but I feel extra like I'm capable on the Ultra B, man. Like I can really traverse any terrain. We didn't really have to do that today, but one last incident up here on the left. That's it. Wow. Folks, this is National Guard is on its way. Lady Sheriff's got goggles on. It's a move. I need everyone in the comments to contain themselves, all right? hey, calm down. Yeah. All right, we're out of here. They're not letting anybody go that way.
Yep, go for it.
Just to give you guys some juxtaposition, this is the neighborhood that's not affected. You can see in the background, smoke rising. But this is where all these branches on the ground are probably just from the wind, real intense wind. That's why you saw the fires jumping from house to house, but you know, not much in terms of damage. All the houses out here are pretty much untouched because there's not even one fire. One tiny little ember. See, this is why they preach so much to us about fire safety when we're in elementary school, middle school. Fires, man. There's not much I fear in life than an out of control fire. Something you really can't control. Once you open that Pandora's box, it's over. Man, what a day. Folks, a day that I will truly never forget. Share this video with somebody you know. Show them what's really going on out there, man. This was the Eden Canyon fire in Pasadena. We really didn't get to see the entirety of it. There's more, man. There's so much that we even didn't see for how much we did see. I hope you got an idea of how much chaos is actually going on out here, why they declared a state of emergency, and why the National Guard is currently on its way out here. As you can see, it's pretty wild, and you can see how it could quickly turn lawless without.
Yeah, but I mean, Chaya, you live in DC, bro. You also gotta realize, like, this is nothing in comparison to what this country's, gone through. World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Korean War. Like, imagine being Roosevelt during the World War, and imagine that during the Depression, during just the craziness that this. Imagine this country during Jim Crow, segregation. Imagine before that, the Civil Wars. Like, bro, this, honestly, we're living the life compared to our ancestors, right? And it's not perfect, and it never will be perfect, but that's why our system's so great. It is because you're gonna have peaks and valleys. Right now, I think we're in a valley, but it's up to the people to continue to rise up. Because tomorrow's problems are gonna be different than the past problems, right? Anyways, I think this is sad, bro. This is sad. Just so sad. So damn sad. All right. On another note, my wife is coming out with her curly hair product. So I'll show that to you guys. This is logos that she's choosing. And I think they're going with this one, which I don't love because it's too detailed. Kind of hoping my wife will choose this one. But that's her business. That's really got nothing to do with me. I gotta focus on Tomb 45 and stuff. But I just want her to make her own money and be able to buy me things. She bought me a new necklace, a new chain for my birthday that I'm like, I never want to wear because it's too flashy, but I'll wear it when we go out and stuff. And thank you. Appreciate it. So that's going to be her curly hair product. My wife is a curly hair specialist. So that's all she does is curly hair, natural hair, all kinds of curl patterns. Doesn't matter what kind of curl pattern is. That's what she does. That's what she loves. So, all right. Let's continue to get to work here. Chanel, we still gotta talk. I know. Matter of fact, let me hit you back on school. I think we need to get you in the snowball program. That sounds like a car accident out there. I messaged you on school. All right. Alec, Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. So yeah, we already have all the products already ordered. I gotta order the bottles, but once Justine finalizes this, I should be documenting this. To be honest, it's just difficult to. So to give you guys an idea, starting a product, what we've done is, and let me see if I have emails here with yeah, I do. I'm very transparent. It's very expensive the product that we're coming out with. I don't want to give too much information out here. That would be bad. But this is very expensive. But it's a quality product, and it's going to be made here in the States, so why not? So just to give you guys an idea here. So look, we're looking at 2,500 pieces, $6 a bottle. 6,000 pieces, $5 a bottle. If you order 40,000, you're at $4 a bottle. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm at 40,000 pieces, we're gonna be lower. We're gonna figure it out. We have to. But this doesn't include the bottles. Add another $1 for the bottles, right? So if you're starting out at 2,500 pieces, I'm telling you right now, if you've done our product course, classroom, where is it? Product and brand wealth. This course right here, you'll know what pricing should look like. And so this, if we're gonna run this, we're at $25 minimum for each of these. And so when I look at the competition, when I look at the market, let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Let's see what let's look at Diva Curl. Let's see how much Diva Curl is right now. So I like the way Diva Curl changed their packaging. Very nice packaging. Jeez, look at these prices. Oh, that's for a 32 ounce. That makes sense. It's just going to be 8 ounce that we're starting out with. There's no way that's right. Diva Curl Gel. All right, so Ultra Defining Curl. This is a 12 ounce, so $32 for that. This is a 3 ounce, $18 for styling cream. All About Curls, $14. Weedad, that's a good, damn, $15. See, it's going to be difficult to compete with that at $15. It used to be $26, but they're doing a sale. So it's going to be difficult to compete. You have to, so what the goal is going to be to get to that 4x profit margin. But in the beginning, let's say we started with 2,500 pieces. If we're going to compete with Diva Curl, we got to be at $15. You're not making any money. You're not going to make any money. Because just Amazon's fees, add $5. The cost is going to be $7. You're at $12, $13. And then shipping it to FBA, yeah, there goes all your profits. You made no money trying to compete with Weedad. So it is what it is. We're going to try. We think we have a better product. But the goal is is volume, because once you're at 20,000 pieces, let's do the math here. Once you're at 20,000 pieces, that's 15 million times, let's say we're at $20 an item, and let's say we're at just to be conservative, 25% profit margin. You're making $100,000 every 20,000 pieces in profit. Okay, that's going to be difficult to do, to scale to that point, but it's possible. It's possible, right? So if we look at Jungle Scout here, and we look at the volumes here, you can see Diva Curl, they making money, boy. They making money. Look at this. Their Ultra Defining Gel, which is going to be the first product we come out with to compete with, $225,000 a month, $75,000 a month, $34,000. I mean, millions a month. But then you can see the Amazon fees here, right? And the reviews aren't amazing, but man, they are crushing. Average monthly sales, 16,000 for what product? But like this SKU does 3,000 units a month or 4,000 units a month. We're not going to sell 20,000 units in a month. So don't expect to make 100K a month. If this is what Diva Curl's selling, we definitely ain't beating them numbers, right? Let's see what this one specifically is doing. This one's doing 100,000 a month in revenues. It's doing 6,400 units a month, and that's at 15,000. That's at $15 a unit. So, you know, we're not expecting to compete with WeDab. We're, you know, if it makes a little bit of money for my wife and she can do all the shopping she wants, spend all the money she wants, and it not affect our nest egg, that's the goal here. Something that she owns and she can have and have fun with. That's fun stuff. Yeah, Chanel, the only but here's like, there's no money in that. Like, you don't create a product, all the work, because we had to formulate this. We had different, let me see if I could show you guys different emails here of formulating it. We have group chats of feedback, going to the facility, giving feedback. It took months to come up with the formulation for this product. You don't do that just to sell it in your salon and make, you know, that's not going to move the needle, and it's just not worth the time and the investment. For that, just sell a brand's product in your salon, you know. So okay. But this is just going to be, you know, a business that my wife can own, pour her passion into. And if it grows into something substantial, then it grows into that, right? But, you know, you pay a fee up front for the formulation once you find a cosmetic chemist and a place that a contract manufacturer that has formulators, that has chemists in, you know, I like a one-stop shop. It's more expensive, but it makes it easier. For those of you guys who are smaller, we don't do that with Tomb 45. With Tomb 45, we have our relationships, and we stick to those. But with this new venture for my wife, you know, she's been using a one-stop shop locally, and we've been able to work with them, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're not trying to squeeze margins. This isn't a startup. It's not a company. It's not a company that we're trying to build to gajillions of dollars, but we'll build it in a way that it can scale. And she'll sell it on Shopify. She'll put it on Amazon FBA. We'll get it onto all kinds of different sales channels, whether that's Walmart, Target, all that stuff. And we'll just see if it gets traction. She'll do her social media stuff because she does hair anyways. And she'll run some ads behind it. And if it generates a couple thousand a month, that's amazing. You know, that's amazing. That's stuff she can buy me. That's money she can use to buy me stuff. Right? So, here you go. My wife is starting her own curly hair product. And if it grows into something, maybe it becomes a brand that we add to the Tomb 45 enterprise, and we put our resources behind it. But for now, it's just my wife's fun project. And I'm trying to stay out of it as much as I can. But I wanted to share that because it popped up on my screen. So let me add that to my notes, matter of fact. And you start with one product, you know. Oh, you're in? That's what's up. Okay, Chanel. That's exciting. We're gonna crush it. Yeah, and eventually we'll do it for you. We would do it in a way that it would scale, it would grow. And we'll start with one SKU that's simple that we see opportunity in and grow it. Okie dokie. Where am I at work wise? I feel 3 accounts so far. Okay, great. All right, what is this? Patents. No, LLCs. What is this? Working out the Google thing. Oh, let me check ads real quick. All right, we're checking ads. And again, guys, you guys can see nobody's on my YouTube channel right now watching this, but you can see the full screen on YouTube if you want to. Yeah, Snow, I did see that. I've been seeing that for a while now. It reminds me a lot like what I used to use. The hell was that app that I used to use? I forget, but yeah, Sequence looks dope. You've been using it? Yeah, that's awesome. Yo, what's up, bro? Does it have the enhancement spray? We don't even sell the products, bro, at our shops. But they might. I'm not 100% sure, though. What you doing in Tampa, bro? Yes. Hancho Payan. Yes, so I showed this earlier. This is the six-figure Barber games. And these two right here are both in suites. And they each made $16,000 last month. So. But I can tell you that these guys, if they were in a barber shop, these two guys right here, they'd be doing these numbers. 22, 21. We got guys doing well over 20. They just didn't participate in the barber games. So. That's the thing, though, Snow. Like, I got my stuff set up. I don't really want to go through that again, but it's the beginning of the year, right? This is the time to do it if you're going to do it, right? Speaking of ads, you can open up the Google Ads for me now that I'm in Snowball. Yeah. I think I'm going to try it out. It's going to take a minute. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I recommend... Honestly, 90% of the stuff that we teach you can do with being in a suite. I mean, if you're already doing social media, put a few bucks into ads. Put a few bucks into ads. If you're not completely booked, I'd be doing the free haircut campaigns. I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but I would. The Facebook groups, that's a killer strategy right there. Master it. Do that. And go in the Discord and lock in, go into school, lock in with the guys, like the guys who are in suites, like Mini Weather and all that, and ask them what they're doing, right? Oh, that's cool, man. It's cold, man. You chose one of the coldest times of the year. Literally, they called it an Arctic cold front. to come to Tampa. It's cold. Heard when your business triples, all the systems that did work are going to break and you need to evolve and change them. Would it be ideal to get an LLC? Would it be ideal to get an LLC as a first year barber making $66,000? You need to get an S corp. Is what I would suggest to you. Get with Pie Accounting, man. Pie Accounting. Meta ads. So it'll run through Facebook and Instagram. Go through the course. Go through this course right here. So go to scale meta ads. That's why this is step 4. Do step 4 before step 5. Meta ads are like quicker to get results with. Speaking of which, what the hell is wrong with my shit? Excuse me. Excuse my language. What is going on? What filters? I ain't got no filter. What is going on with my stuff, man? Huncho, you gotta. We've been sending emails to y'all, text messages, Discord. What's your email? What's your email? And I'll add you to school. You'll get an email to the school platform. No, your grandfathered in. Yeah, that's good. Google takes a while, bro. Google's different than Meta. That's why that's step 5. Whoops, I didn't mean to add that there. Whoopsie. I'd love to be able to copy and paste that, but there it is. Okay, now I can. Alright, I'm gonna add you now. Members, invite. Alright, I sent you the invite. Go check your spam just in case. But you should be able to get access now. Bro, my suggestion is I don't understand. You're like, I don't understand. It's a $120 decision. There's no commitment. I don't understand what's the big debate. No, Huncho, your grandfathered in. What the hell is going on with my ads account? He said, yeah, I left Canada to get the same weather. Hi, bro. Bro, what is going on, bro? There's not enough. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. That's what's up. Congrats. Really? Oh, I gotta clear my cache. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but. Alright, let's fix this. Yes, they're way different. DFS is simple. You can create any haircut with a simple system. I would say Menspire is much more detailed, precision, sectioning and all that, but it takes a long time to learn. I think it does, Menspire system. DFS is very simple. And I would say if you're in the States and you're in the typical barbershop where you got 30 minutes to do a haircut, DFS all the way. But always be investing. Always be investing. Either way, whichever one you take, you should always take the other as well. By the way, if anyone here is debating on joining this man's mentorship, don't think about it. Just join. So many times. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's love. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's see if it works now. After I cleared my cache. There's not enough. And it didn't work. It's not enough. All right. I haven't even checked emails today. Lord. All right, let's watch something in the meantime while I'm working here. What's there? Anything good to watch? Man, I did watch this one. It's awful, bro. Let's watch
Businesses making less than $10 million per year cannot afford to make this mistake. And it's a problem that limited me and my ability to sell my company. But when I fixed it, I was able to sell it for $46.2 million. And there are 4 steps to solving this problem to avoid this calamity and lots of blood and death. And it all starts with number 1, key man risk. A single person that is vital to the operations of the business. And if they were gone, the business would decrease materially in the amount of money that it makes or disappear altogether. And so think about it like this. You've got these functions that occur in the business on a regular basis, and there may be multiple people that can do these functions. And so the opposite of key man risk is redundancy, meaning if one of these people disappear, we still have a flow for, let's say, dollars to go across this bridge. It can still kind of make its way through. But all of a sudden, if you've got one here, and it doesn't matter how many different redundancies you have in the rest of the system, if this goes away, there is no way else for the dollars or the customers to move across and hopefully into your pocket. That's my little pocket for you. Why this matters is that if you have key man risk, you don't have an asset, you have a high paying job. And I don't say that to insult you, I say that so that you can be aware of it, so that you can actually fix it. And to be clear, if you are fine just working and not necessarily owning an asset, that's great. There's nothing wrong with trading time for money. Big fan. And so I'll give you an example. When I had Gym Launch, I was kind of the...
You know what? I want to watch stuff that I've watched before that I think is gems for you. I'll watch that later. This whole Greenland thing is crazy. Greenland, Canada, all that. What the hell? Look at that transformation. This episode was freaking amazing. Snow, you need to watch this one. I know you're not into it, but Wesley Huff gives historical. Man, this interview with Joe Rogan, this is the most open to Christianity I've seen Joe Rogan. Like usually he be talking shit, and whoever's speaking to him about the case for Jesus and all that really isn't prepared. But Joe was very humble with how he was speaking with Wesley Huff, because he knew Wesley knew his shit, you know? I don't want new to me. I might just go back to that one. Oh, let's watch this.
This means repentance. It means changing your mind. It doesn't mean like to actually do things. And then you read Genesis chapter 1 and it says, in the beginning, God creates the heavens and the earth and he makes it good. But ultimately, I would ascribe to there being an original Adam and Eve, and that those are our, like, if you want to call them like our first parents kind of thing. Yeah. And I say, well, you know, if the first miracle happened, if everything, you know, nothing became everything, right, then, you know, Jesus turning water into wine.
That's a easy one.
Well, yeah.
That's a party trick.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is nothing compared to the birth of the universe. But at the end of the day, you have one.
that's the thing with like atheists. Like, think about, how they think the world was created with the Big Bang Theory. And that's possible, but the miracles in the Bible aren't possible. Why? Like, obviously atheists believe in miracles. They believe in insane shit happening. Like a Big Bang creates the perfect world with DNA and all these things. But Jesus can't be real. It's impossible. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Miracle. So what is your personal belief when it comes to the resurrection?
How do you explain it going from 11 scared disciples in an upper room to being willing to go out and die for the proclamation that you believe that Jesus rose from the dead, and you saw him and you touched him and you ate with him? In all of this, what do you think of Jesus?
Wow. That's unbelievable. Wow. That's so fascinating.
So Joe Rogan just interviewed Wes Huff, who went viral after exposing Billy Carson as a fraud. I watched the entire interview and want to share some of the highlights, including Wes sharing the Christian message with Joe. Joe Rogan first heard of Wes Huff because of Wes's now infamous debate with Billy Carson.
So I, like many people, was introduced to you because of the debate that you had with Billy Carson.
Quote unquote.
Billy has presented himself as an expert on these subjects.
Guess what, guys? I'm one of the foremost world leader in the knowledge on ancient texts and tablets, scriptures, papyruses, and so.
So that's why it was such a big deal that Billy seemed to have absolutely no idea what he was talking about during the debate with Wes. Joe then says that Wes, unlike Billy, is an actual expert on the Bible.
You know, it's one of those things where it's very unfortunate when people get caught with their pants down. And I'm not an expert in many things. But the things that I am an expert on, you could wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and ask me about those things. It seems like he does not have that. When he was on with you, it was quite apparent that you are an actual expert in the Bible and in many religious texts. He didn't necessarily have the facts straight.
Wes then mentions how little preparation he had actually done for the debate, and how he was so easily able to respond to everything Billy said with so little preparation.
Well, it's interesting you say the expert thing, because I literally was asked to do it 24 hours beforehand. So I had like the least amount of preparation going into it, and I was okay with that. Well, and I listened to the stuff he'd said, so I knew enough about the ways that he'd articulated.
Wes then talks about Billy's threats after the debate.
But the fallout was that not only did he not want us to release the conversation, but then he started throwing out cease and desist letters, and then he started, trying to sue people.
Wes then shares how ridiculous Billy's cease and desist letter was.
The cease and desist letter said, I don't want you to use my name or my face in anything going forward, and anything you've used up until this point you need to remove.
Wes then says that Billy's actions are really what made this story go viral in the first place.
Well, the irony of this situation is if he just kind of left it, it probably wouldn't have made anywhere close to the splash that it's made. And we told him that.
Wes points out that when you're dealing with these kinds of topics, it gets pretty obvious really quickly who does and doesn't know what they are talking about.
When you start to get into like linguistics and philology, it gets messy. And if you don't know what you're talking about, it gets really apparent really fast.
Wes then shares how the debate was set up in the first place, in a way that wasn't even malicious at all.
Mark told me, he's like, I've been hearing Billy say, he wants to debate, nobody will debate him for years. And so as far as I think Mark was concerned, he was giving Billy the opportunity that Billy had told a lot of people he wanted.
And here's the reason Wes ended up stepping in for Mark to talk to Billy at the last minute.
Mark, very last minute, was like, well, I feel inadequate. Do you think I could just ask Wes? And so he DM'd me on Instagram.
Joe then asks if Billy knew what the conversation with Wes would be about, and Wes said that Billy fully knew.
Was Billy aware that this was going to be a debate, or did he think it was going to be just a discussion? Like, what did he think it was going to be?
No, he'd been given all of the prerequisites, and that part of the conversation was going to be me kind of asking him some clarifying questions and rebutting some of the things that he said.
Now Wes points out Billy's lies about the debate.
So unfortunately, Billy there says he had no idea going in. And I mean, as Mark said in his video that he released yesterday, I mean, that's patently false.
Throughout this interview, Joe seems to mainly feel sorry for Billy, but Joe is glad he was able to meet Wes because of all of this.
But the good part of it is I was introduced to you and your work. And
there you go.
Very, very extensive and very fascinating.
Wes then shares part of his story, which is pretty amazing.
Just before my 12th birthday, I actually was diagnosed with a neurological condition that left me paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah, I did see all that.
Despite a high likelihood that Wes would suffer from this condition for the rest of his life, Wes somehow completely recovered from his paralysis.
1 month from the day that I woke up and couldn't feel my legs, I woke up on a Saturday morning, got out of bed, walked over to my wheelchair and sat down.
1 month?
1 month, yeah. January 8th to February 8th, exactly.
Insane.
Very fortunate.
Wes attributes his healing to something supernatural.
Yeah, but going back to that, like, so I experienced this, what I consider to be a true supernatural experience.
Wes said that even the doctors called his recovery a miracle.
To the doctors that had overseen me, and they were the first ones that used the word miracle. They said, we really don't have any type of medical explanation.
And Joe says that something about Wes's recovery seems pretty incredible.
That's crazy. Because I've broken limbs before and had them in casts, and just in the 6 weeks that you have a cast on, you have massive atrophy.
Yeah.
Wes then says that after reading and studying a lot, he came to the conclusion that Christianity is true.
At the end of that, I did truly feel that, okay, well, I think in the ways that in my limited ability as a teenager, to investigate these things, I think that Christianity is true.
Joe then talks about how impressed he is with Wes's knowledge about the Bible.
Because I'm always fascinated by people that have really gone down the road, like really, really, really gone down the road, because you don't meet a whole lot of them. You know, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Which is very young for someone who
Spring
has
chicken.
the depth of knowledge that you have.
Joe has come a long way from before, when he thought the Bible was absolutely ridiculous. Now Joe seems to have at least some respect for the Bible, and for people who know the Bible well. Wes then talks about the importance of being able to defend the truth of the Bible that he said he believed in.
If the things they were saying about the Bible were true, then it did actually legitimately undermine what I believed. And so I needed to take that seriously. I had an obligation. If I'm wrong about the Bible,
Joe seemed to be genuinely interested in learning more about biblical manuscripts, especially the Dead Sea Scrolls, which Wes is an expert on.
So when you say the book of Isaiah is intact, how similar is it to the book of Isaiah that's in the Bible?
So that one is fascinating. So
Joe says that he likes Billy Carson, but he also thinks truth is important.
Listen, I like Billy. He was a nice guy. I really enjoyed talking to him. I really do. I think his videos are fun. But I also think truth is important.
Here's where Wes found an opportunity to share part of the Christian message about repentance with Joe Rogan.
And the church was using this as like, you need to do penance. You need to, do all of this stuff to show that you're sorry. And part of that was, paying the church. And Luther reads this and he goes, hey, guys, this means something different. This means repentance. It means changing your mind. It doesn't mean like to actually do things.
But I also think truth is important.
Here's more of Joe Here's where Wes found an opportunity to share part of the Christian message about repentance with Joe Rogan.
God, when you're saying this
using
about
this as like, you need to do penance.
Copied
you
versions
to,
of it and comparing
do all
errors and going back and like you're talking about so much time.
Yeah.
So much research.
It's legwork.
So much legwork.
Later, Joe talks about how fascinated he is by the question of our origins.
The search for our origins is one of the most human endeavors. One of the most, because to know that we are particularly unique. We're so different. We stand out from every other animal on this planet.
And in response to Joe, Wes talks about the uniqueness of the book of Genesis in the Bible.
And that's why you see, but then you can see that the author of Genesis is making these points that are actually rebutting something like the origin stories of the surrounding cultures.
Wes says that other ancient civilizations thought everything was just chance.
And one of the main themes was basically that like it's all chance.
And in response to Joe,
it's all
Wes
a random
talks about
mistake.
The uniqueness of the book of
you
Genesis
were created
in
without
the Bible.
purpose and intention. And that's why
and then Wes talks
but then you can see that the author of Genesis is making these points that are actually rebutting some
about the contrast of Genesis and the Bible.
And then you read Genesis chapter 1 and it says, in the beginning, God creates the heavens and the earth, and he makes it good. And there's this idea that like that's countercultural in the idea that the Babylonians did not think that the world was good.
West then talks more about the Bible's teachings about humans being created in the image of God.
But that humanity in general is created in the image of God.
All right. I finally got this ad account pulled up. That's a great, if you love Jesus, man, it's a great interview. Watch the whole thing. All right, so ad performance for 6FB has been atrocious as of late, but that's all right. We're gonna clean it up. So this is our best performing ad, but look how much we're spending. We spent $200, getting about 60. It's costing us $67 a result. This one's going crazy, costing us $31 a result. I almost want to just pull this one and just put money behind it. Because it's not spending a lot. Like, they spent a big chunk of our ad spend on this one, but it's costing us $100 a lead. This one's 78. This one's 60. This one's $145 a lead. Definitely turning it off. Sorry, Todd, my dog. $426 a lead. Lord. So like this one, I'm turning off. It's not working. $92 a lead, not terrible. So now, hopefully, the spend will be distributed in a smaller amount of ads, and those will perform better. Nonetheless, we spent $2,000 to make what is 17 times 177 bucks. So I spent $2,000 to make $3,000. But remember, this is not lifetime value. Okay, so if each customer stays for 3, 4, 5 months, you would, let's multiply this by 3 months, let's say. We traded $2,000 for $9,000. Not bad. All right. My kids will learn ads, because if you know how to do ads, you'll never run out of money. That's the reality of it. Okay, so pie accounting. See how much we've spent. What kind of results we're getting here. We haven't gotten any, we spent $100 and have gotten 0 leads. Huh. $22 here, $46 on this one. Cost per milli is cheap. Expensive. This one's getting a lot of link clicks. This one's not. Might need to turn those off. Now we can look at click-through rate. This ain't getting link clicks, but it's high click-through rate. So it may be that they're just putting a lot of money into this, but it's not getting results, because the click-through rate isn't amazing. But the cost per clicks are cheap, so no. Expensive, very expensive. Mike, you might have not made the cut, brother. All right, we're gonna speed test this, so I'm gonna spend a little bit more money and see if we can get a result out of this. 23. Is it in learning mode? Yeah, 23. Let's go to 25. Let's go to $30. I don't go up more than 20% at a time, so bring this up to 30 bucks. See if we can get a result. I might do actually 100 bucks. Actually, let's go to 35. Maybe we go to 50. It's still early. Let's try 35. Tomorrow we'll raise it. So how much has it spent out of this budget? What in the hell? Oh no. Let's go to today. $5 it's spent so far. So we still got $30 to spend. Hopefully we can get some results here. You know what? I'm putting 40 bucks. I just want some results. I just want at least, I don't care if it's $200 for one acquisition. I want a number. You know what I mean? Am I not live anymore? That's new. That's so freaking dumb. All right, we gotta fix that. Okay, he's already doing that.
Yo, good morning, guys. Hey, I just wanted to express something this morning.
All right, I'm getting off this love. Ain't nobody on.